They've feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bears offense takes the field to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Robertson. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker, it's Prentice. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catch.
There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Wants to throw on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the 1st quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. The Bears line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The give to the tailback. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical.
It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Turning on the Jets. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Auburn lines up quickly. With new coordinators on both sides of the ball last year, Auburn and Hugh Freeze just never got it going, but they have another talented group of freshmen.
They always recruit extremely well. That's one thing you know about Auburn. They're going to have the talent in the building. The key is it's got to show up on game day. So I think offensively and defensively, David, I think fans are looking for more.
Well, especially offensively. I mean, just finding that guy at the quarterback spot, obviously dipping into the transfer portal, just getting an offense with a pulse. Hugh Freeze, what he's known for, they got to get that side solidified.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Robertson. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Cameron. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Handoff to the lone back. It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Rushes on him. Finds the tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable 1st half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Fires to the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Baylor! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Fires on the move. Working the middle. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Rides the back on the option to give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Direct snap. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the catch. It's Prentice. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the big tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Under fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He caught it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Try to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Plucks it out of the air.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Prentice. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.